Over the years, I've bought and played a lot of games. However, I barely have any trophies or platinums in my catalogue. So join me as I platinum every game I own, and in today's video, I'll be platinuming Need for Speed. The game is ranked at a 2 out of 10 difficulty, requiring 1 playthrough and around 15 hours. There are 31 trophies, including the platinum. There are no missable trophies, but there are level specific trophies such as reaching rep level 50. More on that later. As always, there may be spoilers ahead, so proceed with caution. Stage 1 of the platinum journey is to complete the story mode. This kicks off with a short cutscene of us racing through Ventura Bay and escaping a police pursuit. We're introduced to this guy, who we never see again, and Spike, who invites us to this club where we make some connections and pick our starter ride. Throughout the club cutscene, we spot some legends such as Magnus Walker and Ken Block. It's also where we meet Amy. Some of you may know her from Game of Thrones or Adolescence, but this is where I originally met her. It's cool to see the different roles she's played. I went for the Subaru BRZ as my starter car, and we run a couple races in between meeting more of the crew members. We're then introduced to Manu, who you might also recognise from a particular British series. A couple cutscenes later, we get our first trophy. There are 5 storylines within Need for Speed, and we must complete them all for different trophies and to progress to the final missions. Now we just need to focus on building the BRZ from the ground up.
Hello there.
Back when I originally got the game, I bought the deluxe edition, giving me the BMW M3 GTR from Most Wanted 2005, and you already know we're not going to leave that beauty of a car to waste. Purchasing it gave us the Building Your Stable trophy. After upgrading the M3 and completing my first race with Spike, the trophy Tuned for Excellence popped as I had won a race with a tuned car. 2 races later, I finished the sprint race with Amy, which was my 3rd consecutive win, unlocking the Triple Crown trophy. I decided to progress through each storyline side by side as opposed to focusing on one at a time to try and be more efficient. I also made usage of the BRZ starter car and turned it into my drift build, as one of the storylines is centered around drifting and gymkhanas. In Need for Speed, your level is decided by rep points. You earn these from completing events and daily challenges. Once I reached rep level 10, the early days trophy was mine. There are 2 additional rep related trophies, one for hitting level 25 and another for hitting level 50, the latter being a bit more of a grind. It's at this point in the story too that we're introduced to Outlaw, a mysterious figure lurking in the shadows, challenging us to antagonize the cops. I wonder who it could be. Also, look at the M3, such a beauty. And as always, in between races, there are several cutscenes to watch in respective to the storylines. Not much happens in them right now, apart from Spike and Robin having a little thing going on between them, so don't worry, you're not missing out on much. After one particular cutscene with Robin, we're officially part of the crew and pop one for all. Amy's storyline is all about building my car. She gives us races against higher level opponents and build challenges such as reaching a specific top speed. After finishing the time attack once you go fast, we got the trophy guidance from Amy. Spike's storyline is all about speed. His icon is Magnus Walker, and throughout the story we'll win races and then start challenging Magnus's time trials. He has several dotted around Ventura Bay. As we completed one of them, we're awarded I Am Speed. Got me feeling like Lightning McQueen, apart from that one time he crashed and writ himself off. One cutscene later with Manu and Spike, I got the Training Wheels Off trophy as I had learned to drive with style. This is in relation to Manu's style storyline and was the 2nd trophy you'll earn whilst progressing through it. A trophy I thought I would have had a difficult time with was that perfect moment. In order to get this trophy, you need to max out all 5 scoring styles in a single moment. See that multiplier at the top of the screen? I needed to do a little bit of everything, all within a short period of time to hit the 5 times multiplier. I got the following: 0 to 60 for build as I went from 0 to 60 miles per hour quickly, destruction for outlaw as I smashed through some railings, high speed for speed as I hit over 90 miles per hour, speed matching for crew as both me and Amy were going at the same speed, and drifting for style as I drifted around the corner. As all those multipliers stacked, I got that perfect moment. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe and share. Let's keep it going. As the story progressed, I still tried to go about the storylines evenly, and one part of the Outlaw storyline was to blast through 2 roadblocks in a single pursuit and escape. I then got a text from Outlaw congratulating me on another challenge completed and got another trophy. During another Outlaw mission, I reached rep level 25 and popped Getting Noticed. Magnus Walker set a time and then challenged us to beat it. After completing the time trial Watcher Talking Bout, we got Urban Outlaw and even a little message from him. Progressing through the crew storyline with Robin leads into drifting with the Risky Devil crew. They run drift trains in which there are several cars drifting simultaneously, and you only score points when packed together. If you're too far ahead or too far behind, you'll score no points. Completing the drift train half past Ignite gave me the Choo Choo trophy. I then decided to switch up my garage and buy another car to use. I bought the 08 Evo, which unlocked Full House, fulfilling each spot in the garage. I didn't know if I should apply Earl's wrap from Most Wanted 05 or Sean's wrap from Tokyo Drift. In the end, I went for DK's wrap. After every race, you'll get called out by other in-game racers via the in-game's version of social media, similar to an X post. Finishing my 50th race and getting called out gave me a trophy. It was business as usual, complete some races and watch some cutscenes. Spike then got jealous as Magnus was chopping it up with us and not him. Bro's lucky Travis stepped in, otherwise that pool cue would have got shoved right up his ass. I then swapped out my Sylvia and BRZ for a sweet NSX Type R to become my new drift build. Running some more of the style storyline had me completing a single take of Ken Block's Gymkhana. This is a mix of jumps, drifts, and straight line high-end speeds. If you've never watched one, I definitely recommend hitting one up on YouTube. Ken used to absolutely shred them. However, replicating one in game gave me single take star. Finishing up the speed storyline, we had one last cutscene seeing Spike meet Magnus Walker. One awkward fist bump later, fulfilling the need popped. Throughout the story, I tried different cars to not always be in the M3 or the BRZ. I had already swapped to the BRZ and moved on from the M3, but I then decided to scrap the whole garage and splash the cash on an Aventador. 10 points for those who recognise where the rap's from too. Finishing all the missions with Robin for the crew storyline gave me another trophy. Wrapping up Manu's style storyline gave us a cutscene with Ken and the others in the crew and also gave us the Hoonigan. Because I had been following all storylines at the same time, I just had some cutscenes to watch to finish them off. The next cutscene I had was with Amy and Nakai-san and it unlocked RWB. One cutscene later and Iconic Builder was also mine as the build storyline was completed. Then, the moment of truth. Time to meet the outlaw.
Man, you don't back down, do you?
So it was Travis this whole time challenging us to have several run-ins with the police. Surprised? Me neither. Completing a few extra races and challenges then gave me the final cutscene and the final trophy in the Outlaw storyline. After you finish all 5 main storylines, Robin will call you and ask to race twice more. Only this time it's against everyone in the crew and the icons. Finishing these last 2 races and watching a cutscene, you'll get the Ultimate Icon trophy. This wraps up the story, now on to the cleanup. Stage 2 is the cleanup. The first thing I did was capture a screenshot for no filter. What followed was a couple of hours of grinding to reach rep level 50. I completed Eddie's challenge and began doing some of the prestige events. As I was driving to an event, I hit a drift corner and that was enough rep to hit level 50. This in turn allowed me to purchase the final performance upgrade as performance parts were unlocked by rep levels. Buying that last performance upgrade and switching to full drift tires too also allowed me to put the RSR into a full drift build. This popped beyond extreme. The final trophy was serious fun, and I had to complete 15 daily challenges. Only problem was there was 3 a day and I hadn't been paying as much attention to them as I probably should have. Daily challenges are small missions requiring you to do something random in the game, such as finishing a certain race. I had to log in for an extra 2 days and the final daily challenge I did was escaping a pursuit. The trophy popped, and I also got the platinum trophy. Playing this game brought back a lot of memories. I remember getting home from school and playing this for hours with my friends and building a ton of different builds and cars. I really enjoyed replaying it and going for the platinum. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe and share, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care and bye bye.